All right, 6.3. So we're on page 4. So now that we know how to simplify, we know how to multiply and divide, we're going to add and subtract radical expressions. And similar to multiplying and dividing, you need to only add and subtract radicals if they have the same index and same radicand. Same index and same radicand. What is the radicand? Check page 1. All right, so let's look at number 1. Can I add and subtract those? Yes. So they have the same index, they have the same radicand. So what we're going to do is just add the coefficients. So imagine there's a 1, so then this is 1 plus 3. So 4 root 5. We do not add the radicands together. Just think of it as an x. So we're just adding 1 rad 5 plus 3 rad 5. So there's a total of 4 rad 5. All right, number 2. Can I subtract them? Yes. What does it become?
5 cubed root 4.
Correct. All right. Number 3. Can I subtract them? Yes. The radicand's the same. So what does this become?
5x.
Square root 5x. Okay, number 4. Can I add them? No. So this one cannot be done. The radicand's different. Sorry, I'm going kind of fast. Are you guys okay? Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, number 5. Can I add and subtract them?
If you simplify?
If you simplify, because they're actually not in a simplified form, so let's try it. What is the simplified version of square root 12? 2 root 3. This is a very common number, so make sure you just memorize it. 2 root 3. What is the simplified form of square root 75? 5 root 3. So what I do is I remember 75 like 75 cents. 75 cents is 3/4. So it's 25 times 3. So 25 comes out as 5. Yeah. Okay, so now we can add and subtract them. So this is 6 root 3. Okay, you're going to do number 6. Let me know when you're done. So number 6, the answer is 6 cubed root 2. All right, now we are going to multiply. Something like this. Okay, so when you have a binomial where one of them is a root, you have to FOIL.
Oh, love that.
All right, first. So this is the first term. 4 times 5?
21.
Yes. All right, next. Outer. 4 times 4 root 2. 16 square root 2. So multiply the number with the number. Okay, when we multiply a number with a number and a square root, we take the numbers and multiply together. All right, inner. 2 root 2 times 5. 10 root 2. And then last. 16. All right, so 2 times 4 gives you 8. Square root 2 times square root 2 is 2. So 8 times 2 is 16. If you don't know how to do that in your head really quickly, you can always just do that on the side. Eventually, you want to be able to do that in your head. So it'll be quicker. All right, next, you want to combine like terms. So 20 plus 16 is 36, and then?
26 rad 2.
Yeah, 26 rad 2.
Does it matter which one goes first?
Usually the number integer goes first, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's have you guys practice. Number 2. Huh?
Is that the answer?
That is the answer. Because there's nothing else we can do to combine them. Okay. Number 2, let me know when you're done. Please be careful of your negative signs. 8 minus 2 root 7. All right. Now, if we look at this question, if we look at this question, remember from the lesson a few days ago, we said no radicals in the denominator. So this is not okay to just leave it like this. So what we want to do is get rid of the denominator. Now we cannot just multiply by a square root 5 or a square root 2 because it's not actually going to get rid of everything. So we need to multiply by the conjugate. Do you remember a conjugate?
Yeah, so square root 5 plus square root 2.
Yes. So we talked about conjugate for 3 chapters now, starting as chapter 4, chapter 5, and now chapter 6. We have to multiply by conjugate. It's a way of getting rid of something in the denominator we don't want. So conjugate is going to be square root 5 plus square root 2. And remember, we're changing an expression, so we can't just multiply the denominator by that. We had to multiply the numerator as well. Okay, now, in the numerator, you just have to distribute or FOIL. In the denominator, you're going to use a minus b times a plus b.
The what?
For the denominator. So you remember this is a minus b, this is a plus b. So a minus b times a plus b becomes what?
A squared minus b.
Yes, a squared minus b squared. Excuse me. So in the denominator, it becomes square root 5 squared minus square root 2 squared. So that's going to be an easy number to solve. So again, in the denominator, do not FOIL. You're going to take too long. Just use a squared minus b squared. In the numerator, there is nothing we can do but to distribute or FOIL. All right, so 3 root 2 times root 5 is what? Yes, 3 root 10. We multiply the number with the number, so 3 times 1, the invisible 1, and the radicand with the radicand, so square root 2 times square root 5 is square root 10. 3 root 10. Next number, 3 root 2 times root 2. 6. All right, in the denominator, square root 5 squared is what? 5. And then square root 2 squared? 2, so 5 minus 2, 3. All right, 3 root 10 plus 6 over 3. Can I simplify?
Yes.
Yes. They're all divisible by 3, so they will cancel. So we get square root 10 plus 2.
You used like the 2 before. That's like 2.
Say that again.
But can I just do 2, please?
Oh, you mean write 2 first? Yes.
If I
Just switch the order. That's totally fine. All right, let's see. Let's have you guys try one. Sorry, Matt, did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's have you guys try number 1. Let me know when you're done.
Oh, well, the class. That one, I was the most, up to Mockingbird was my favorite. But like, since it was so small-sided, oh, no, more class, I wish I'd been working home outside. Like, that was the one I wish I could have done outside. I've seen the other guys. Why is that?